Hey guys, I'm gonna do a quick video on a couple trucks I'm gonna take to the rod run. Y'all have probably seen this one. This is the 87. Don't care nothing about selling this truck, so price is extremely firm on it. Again, I don't care if I sell it or not. 13.5 is what it's gonna take to buy the truck. If any of y'all know these 87s, they're expensive trucks. If they're slick, you know, they're high 20s, low 30s. I've seen some of them up in the 40s and 50s. I think that's kind of getting a little stupid, but you know, it is what it is. This is a good truck. It's a good running and driving truck. I've drove this truck to work and back several times. I've drove it all over the place. I mean, I've put a lot of miles on this truck and it's never given me any trouble to speak of. I went ahead and put new plugs, wires, cap, rotor button, coil, ignition module, just pretty much everything as far as the ignition goes. All of it's AC Delco. I put a new idle air control valve in it. The truck starts up, it runs, it idles, it does everything it's supposed to do. You know, it's a good truck, it really is. I hate to see it go, but I'm trying to kind of thin out around here. And, you know, I kind of like to get them and play with them and pass them along. But again, if this one don't sell, I'm definitely going to paint this truck and it'll be one I keep. But like I said, we'll see. They're going to the rod run this weekend. If anyone's interested, give me a shout. You can catch me up there, whatever you want to do. I'm not sure what day I'll take this particular truck up, but I'll give you a little walk around of it. It's a good solid truck. The metal work's been done on it, that, you know, the metal work that it needed, which wasn't much. The cab corners had a couple little old places. You can see I've sprayed black spray paint over the bare metal that was fixed on the truck. There's another spot. You know, behind these wheels is a pretty common spot for them to rust. And again, all that's good metal. That's not a cheap Chinese patch panel. All that's good metal, been TIG welded in. And as you can see, a lot of times when they rust back here, they'll rust here. This one is good. It didn't get it. Now this side, it did get into the brace here, but Tim, again, I don't know if you can actually see that, but he cut this out and put a piece in there. You can't even tell he fooled with it. He does good work. But this truck was restored somewhere in the early 2000s. It's got a lift kit on it. I don't know how big it is, probably around a 4-inch, 3-inch, 4-inch, but it's suspension. It's springs, it's not blocks. It's got new exhaust, Flowmasters. See a little dent there in the tailgate, but it's a good truck. I mean, you can get in this thing and take off anywhere you want to go. It's never given me any trouble, and again, I've drove it everywhere. The tires are like new. I'd say they're 70 to 80%. The wheel, the rallies, I just sanded those down and painted them. The caps and rings are original, but they look, you know, pretty good. It's a good truck that's not been monkeyed with. A lot of these 87s you see, they've jerked the fuel injection off and throw carburetors on them, all that garbage. You know, the thing with the 87, it was the last year of the square body pickup and the first year of fuel injection here in the States. So you had fuel injection, you had an overdrive transmission, a lot more driver friendly than the older square bodies with the 4 speeds and the turbo transmissions. Here's as I was talking about, it was restored somewhere in the early 2000s. You can see that's straight out of the 90s or something. So not a big fan of that. I've actually had a lot of people try to buy that. I just haven't really cared much for taking it out. But anyways, I'll start the truck and let you hear it run. Like I said, it's a good truck. Doesn't give any issues. It's fairly quiet. Again, that's a 40 series Flowmaster, so you know, most of y'all probably know what they sound like. Nothing special, but the doors and stuff's good and solid. Let me show you under the hood if you can hear me talking while I'm doing that. I don't know if you can or not. But like I said, it's something that's not been monkeyed with. All the original stuff, you can see that old boot's got some little cracks in it, but all the tire tools, jack, all that's there. It's had a new dryer and a new AC compressor put on it. The AC works, it blows good and cold, but these service ports are leaking on it. You can actually gas it up and you can watch it bubble out of the service ports. I need to change those. Of course, that's not a big deal, not to me. It's had a 4.4 radiator put on. Like I said, I put the new grill, new headlight bezels, all that good stuff. Just a good truck. Like I said, the frame's good and clean. It's not broke anywhere. It's not rusted. It looks like somebody's put a new steering box on it. Like I said, just a good all-around truck. It's got a CD player in it. I'm not a big fan when they cut them holes out, but it is what it is. They've done a good clean job of it. It's got a little amp and some 6x9s and stuff behind the seat. That looks pretty good. They've done a pretty good job on that. And the radio sounds good. It's good and loud. But anyways, that's it. Again, like I said, you can see the clear coat, a little spot on the hood. But again, it's an 87. That's good and solid. You can jump in it, take off wherever you want to take off in it. I don't, you know, it's an old truck. It could tear up, pull down my driveway, but it's never let me down. So 13.5 on it is the money. That's exactly where I got to be at on it. Now this is a 1976 trailering special. Pretty cool truck. I got this truck off Tim Dixon. As you can see, that's the trailering special 10,000 GVW. It's got a little rust in the bottoms of the fenders. To be honest with you, I've never even crawled out of the truck, but the cab mounts and everything look good, look real good. It's kind of surprising actually. The rockers look good in the truck. Rockers, cab corners, good shape, nothing wrong with them. These trailering specials, it's got a factory tack dash. This is not original, but it's kind of cool. It's a CB phone. Radio works, horn works, all the gauges work besides the tack. Tack does not work. But a really good, clean truck. These are supposed to be original miles, 81,000. Looks like some paint chip in there. I don't think that's nothing real serious. But anyways, again, just a really cool old truck. This truck is two-tone green. It kind of looks white in the video from my perspective. Come out original with a sport bumper. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can kind of see that green better on this side. But again, on the fender, kind of the same thing on this side. Just, that's kind of a trap for stuff right there at the bottom. Be a pretty easy fix, but again, that's the money shot. Those cab mounts are perfect. And that's kind of surprising. Like I said, especially on a 76, these earlier 70s models seem like they rusted a little worse than others. But door jam's pretty good and clean. Again, just some paint stuff peeling here and there. I don't see no actual rot. That's solid metal. That's just some of the old paint peeling off. I'll just go ahead and top that off so people can look at it. But seat's in good shape. Again, it needs cover. This truck does have a little small pinhole in the pipe, little rust spot. Tim, I think, put mufflers and some pipe on it, but it's got one little low spot. Let me open the hood on it. That needs to be fixed, but again, that would be an easy fix, a super easy fix. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to fix that before it goes the rod run. But again, original 454, 400 turbo. All that is original to the truck. The air conditioner was going through. I'm guessing he probably done this about a year ago. It's got a new battery, I believe, and it's not leaked down, so no leaking down issues on this one. Good cold air. Like I said, everything on this truck works, and this is a Papal truck. I mean, it's been took care of in its lifetime, and it just fires right up every time. Good smooth truck. Now it's a little bit loud, but like I said, you can hear just a little bit of a exhaust leak there. The radio works. Like I said, the air conditioner, it works good. I don't know if you can hear it blowing out, but it is blowing good and cold. Super good old truck. Interior light works. Wipers, they work. Of course, I don't know why a lot of these 70s models, you got to kind of cut them off when they get to the bottom, but I believe all the lights work on. I've never even checked them. Looks like that parking light's not working, but the headlights are working. Those parking lights, that's usually a ground on the bulb. Tow truck sounds good. Like I said, it's not missing. Don't smoke, don't peck, don't pick. That's saying a lot for a big block. That old camper window is kind of messed up, but again, just a real good old truck, and it's a rare truck. If you want a C10, this is a 5-lug truck. This is kind of similar to like a heavy half or a big 10. It doesn't say, it should say big 10 or heavy half right here, but I guess for this one's a trailering special. that's where that comes in at. But like I said, just a really cool old truck, man. It's amazing how cool it is in the cab of this thing. But like I said, the horn works, everything on this truck works, but that tach. I'm not sure if both tanks work. I've never tried them. I would say they do. I think Tim said that they probably do. I believe I asked him about them. But anyways, that's the truck. If y'all are interested in it, I'm gonna ask $8,500 on it. I think it's well worth every penny. I've got several people interested in it now. So matter of fact, I was gonna take pictures of some of these rust spots. They were wanting to see those. But it's got the bumper guards. You can see that grill 454. It's a pretty cool truck. And like I said, you're not going to see many of these. I haven't. I say I haven't. I've got two of them. I've got this one and I've got another one sitting right down there. It's more of a kind of a parts truck, but it's also a trailering special, but it's not. It is, I think, a 9,000 GCW. This one's 10,000. So I don't know what the difference is there. Could be something just. Maybe that one's, I think that one's a 78, this one's a 76, but if a man wanted both trucks, I could cut you, you know, I'd probably let somebody have that truck for $1,000 if they wanted this one, so $9,500 on both. But again, this is a good truck. I mean, the chrome and stuff looks good on it still. It's not bad at all. This truck's been well cared for over the years, I believe. All right, guys, I'm gonna take these pictures and send them around. If anybody's interested in either one, let me know, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna move up to Rod Run. I was up there last week, and the prices on these things are just stupid high. There were several of these. There were maybe 2 87s that were worse shape than this one for more money, quite a bit more money. So one of them was priced for $17,500, and it was identical. It was just blue with the gray on the bottom. And again, I wouldn't have traded with him. So you know, that's not saying he sold his, but they are bringing big money. There were several up there selling, and especially, you know, the older models with carburetors and stuff, which I don't like. But anyways, here it is, and they'll be priced a little higher to Rod Run. So if you're looking at this video, come talk to me and I'll work with you on it. But $13,500 on this one, $8,500 on the green one. Both of them clear Tennessee titles. And again, if you wanted a parts truck with this one, the parts truck has a big block that is knocking. It has a brand new 400 turbo in it. But the big block in the parts truck is knocking. Of course, this one is not. This is a good truck. But all right, guys, y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one.